Alright. The name of this game is Treasure Quest. We use a total of 11 functions for this game. The first function is Meet the Man, and the second function is Play the Game. In Meet the Man, it contains a display instructions and game information.
So in this function, you will meet a man, and he will tell you to find 3 gems in order to trade for endless amounts of treasure. Then you go to play game, and this is where you will actually play the game.
The Play the Game contains a menu and switch function, and basically you'll be able to choose either game or either choice and continue on to that function.
So essentially, when you run this function, it'll allow you to pick one of these and then continue on with the game.
Alright, for a run through the forest, a question is asked, and we use an input statement to collect the player's response. If the statement is correct, he will ask you another question where you will have to, and if you answer that correctly, you will receive a gem.
So in this scenario, you go into a forest and you meet a ghost, and it asks you to solve a math equation, and if you answer it correctly, it tells you to go to the deepest part of the forest, and it'll meet you there, and then you'll answer one last question, and then that will lead you into the forest final question function.
The forest final question contains an input dialogue. This collects the player's response. It contains the if-else-if statement.
Also, in run through the forest function, if you answer incorrectly, it'll tell you to go back and go to a different path and come back later to try to answer the question correctly.
Right. So then, in Swim the Lake, you run into a troll who lives at the lake, and he'll ask you to help him swim to his house at the bottom of the lake. If you press yes, then he will go on and continue to ask you 2 questions. If you answer no, it will send you to his brother's house, and his brother, who will also ask you a question.
So if you answer yes for this and you help him to his house, you will get a gem from that, and then afterwards he will tell you to go to his brother's house, or to his brother, and he will give you help to find the next gem. And then there you have to answer another question, and if answered correctly, you will receive the second gem.
But if answered wrong, you return to the Meet the Man function.
And then you have to play the game again.
Yeah.
And then solve the question correctly.
Alright. The troll question contains the Swim the Lake, or case 2. It contains a compound statement and also 2 if-else statements in another function.
So here you will be asked, what is 35 divided by 5, and then what is 35 divided by 2, and if you answer 7 or 16, then you will be given the gem.
The troll question contains a compound condition separated by the 2 and signs. If you get the answer wrong, it will tell you try again.
And it'll return you back to this troll question.
All right. Last or the third choice, you go in to the dragon. And the dragon lives in the mountain, and he'll ask you a simple question. If you get the right answer, you kill the dragon and get the gem. If you do not get the right answer, he will. If you get less than the right answer, the dragon kills you, and you have to start over for Meet the Man. If you get higher than the right answer, then you will continue on and he'll ask you another question. And if you get that right, he will answer you or ask you a final riddle, where if you answer that right, he will give you a gem. And for the dragon, it contains an if else if statement, a function for the function.
Then after this, it will bring you to the function dragon gems, which if you become a friend with the dragon, you answer one last question, which if you do not answer correctly, you will not receive the gem. And then if it's less, or if it's oh, right, yeah.
I already explained that. Yeah. That uses a nested if statement to be able to choose higher or lower than the 7.5, which will determine the different paths you go. And then for the last question, it contains a menu and another 3 options, where you choose case 4 and are able to trade the gems with the man.
Well, in this function, you have to solve a riddle, and you answer one of the 3 questions, or one of the 3 possible answers. And if you answer the first one, then it's wrong. The second one, it's wrong. The third one will be right. And if you get it correct, then you will get the gem, and you will go back to the man. And then after this, it'll bring you to trade gems. So once you finally get all 3 gems, you are able to go back to the man and trade them for your treasure.
Yeah, and that also has a compound condition in it that allows you to do that.
And if you also or else if you have not had gotten all the gems, then you have to go back to the beginning, play the game, and get all 3 gems.